So now from here, Athat.
Nisheka, Lagna.
Nisheka means this with the top one. This is a shloka need to start. 25.
Yeah, we will give brief about this. Just the topics are there, so we'll touch and we'll leave the calculations to the readers. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are not using all these things, but he mentioned Parasara Maharshi mentioned. So we'll just touch these things. Nisheka Lagna. Nisheka Lagna means the time of conceive. The sperm if entering into ovum. That is the time, the calculation they given. It is called Nisheka Lagna. So based on the birth time, we can calculate when the sperm entered into the ovum. So that is called that Nisheka Lagna. So Nisheka Lagna can be calculated by he given some formulas. So it is all with the help of he calculated Ghadi and Vigadiyas. Gadiyas and Vigadiyas. Ghadiya means 24 minutes. Vigadiya means 24 seconds. So based on Ghadiya and Vigadiya, he given all the calculations. So it is also called as Adhana Lagna. So he mentioned and he given some samples. Date of birth by giving date of birth and he given some calculations to found that Nisheka Lagna, the time of the sperm entered into ovum, conceiving. At that time also we can calculate. There are several mentions of different rishis, even in Satyacharya Jatakam. He also mentioned that when the head is coming out, that is one lagna. Complete baby coming out is that is one lagna. So at the time of conceiving, that is one lagna. Like that, they experimented so many. The sages experimented so many things. So some things we are beyond the reach, not able to understand. It is like a Chinese language, Japanese language for us. So that is the Nisheka. Nisheka means the calculation of the conceiving period. When the sperm entered into ovum, that is the period calculation of those things. Okay. Sorry, you can add, sir.
Yeah, this is Nisheka Lagna, Adhana Lagna used to calculate when exactly the fertilization is happened. Because for that calculation also is required exact time, because you are going back. You are taking only birth time. So based on birth time, you are going to calculate when is your fertilization is happened. So fertilization timing, that muhurta is also, because earlier people, they used to put the muhurta for that. Even nowadays also some people will follow, some people are not following, because the customs, social situations are so many changed. So the following of muhurta, all those things is not happening. So this is again required to calculate this Adhana Lagna or Nisheka Lagna is required proper exact timings. So by using Nisheka Lagna, the sole purpose also can be identified from the chart. That is mentioned in the only again Parasara in the future chapters. But nowadays we are not going to use, even some softwares also, they are not calculated, they are not included in that. Even world most softwares also I am seeing, they are also not included. But if anybody interested, if they know about their correct timing of birth, then they can utilize this method, how to calculate it. They can calculate and they can see it. So this is a very high level thing. Whenever if you go to read any chart required, any other things using this Nisheka Lagna is a very deeper level. So I don't think we are in such a level now. But just for information only, he has given this introduction. What is a Nisheka Lagna? How to calculate it? That's what Maharshi is given. But in the future chapters, he discussed about this There are some shlokas, what are the use, how to see that. So that we will see in the future. So till now, just note down, okay, there is a lagna, because there are so many lagnas. In the coming chapter also, 5th chapter is mentioned just for special lagnas, bhava lagnas, gatika lagnas, taka lagnas, varnada lagna, like that. So whatever the use the Maharshi wants to give, just we will see how they are given and how they are calculated. So if anybody want to add here, you people are welcome.
In this book, they given several examples. I think 3 or 4 examples given, and how to calculate this Nisheka.
Yeah, for Nisheka, to calculate, you need all these 6 major points. Ascendant cusp. Ascendant cusp means it's a lagna of exact point of your lagna degree. Lagna degree. And you want again 9th cusp. 9th cusp is again, it's related to your source of your fertilization point, actually. 9th house. 10th house, cusp. Cusp is the same again, mid bhava. This, whatever the sign, 10th sign, the 10th sign is the degree points. You can see that the degrees, if you calculate in 30 degrees for each sign, if the ascendant cusp is 2 degrees, the 10th cusp also should be 2 degrees. But it will not be there because the length of the rashis is not equal. Out of the 12 signs, Aries to Pisces, each sign is having different lengths. So that's why some sign will have 31 degrees, some sign will maybe 28, 29 degrees. So that's why if you go to the latest ephemeris books, you will find that. If you any certain point of taking lagna point, this is a lagna point, the 10th house, mid-heaven point will be, that gives the exact position of the 10th sign in the horizon. That will be, degrees will be changes. This is the actual true points. You are not following just each sign is 30 degrees, then each house will be same. It's not like that. So that's why he has taken the cusp points, Gulika cusp point, Saturn cusp point, moon point. Based on that, you need to calculate the Adhana Lagna. This is Adhana Lagna formula. He is saying date of birth and time and minutes. Date of birth and time, it's reduced by A plus B plus C. Again, in that shloka is mentioned what is the A, what is the B, what is the C. The A is a distance between Saturn and Gulika. B is the distance between ascendant and 9th house. C is the distance between ascendant lord and 10th house. So these are again some conditions. If it is ascendant is first half, then no need of adding C1. If ascendant is out of the second half, then it required to add C. By adding all this, you are going to get some points. This is a 261 days and 43 gatis, 35 vigatis. This is the fertilization point of that particular lagna born. So people who are interested can go through it and practice it. If you want to learn it, if you want to discuss again in the next coming weeks, we'll welcome. We'll discuss on it. These are all examples, how to calculate, how the time is taken.
Enough, sir. This is not we are not in use. Nobody was using this. I think it's a beyond reach. what are the uses of that lagna. Special ascendants. Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is Vishesha Lagna Ajyayaha. Vishesha Lagna, special Lagnas. So, what he is saying, Ataham Sampravakshami Tavagre Dvijasattama. Bhava Hora Ghati Sanya Lagna Niti Pruthak Pruthak.
Excellent of comments. I explain below again some special ascendants via Bhava Lagna, Hora Lagna, and Getika Lagna. Yeah, the three Lagnas he mentioned: Bhava, Hora, and Getika.
Suryodayam.
Sir, only decoding Janma Lagna itself. We are. It's very difficult. He given many Lagnas to given wide exposure of the subject. Yes, sir. Yes, you continue.
Yeah. Suryodayam Samarabhya Ghatikanam tu Panchakam. Prayati Janma Paryantham Bhavalagnam Tadevahi. Ishtam Gathyadikam Bhaktya Panchabir Bhadijam Phalam Yojyamaudayake Surye Bhavalagnam Sputam Chatat.
Bhava Lagna. From sunrise to the time of the birth, every 5 gatis. 5 gati means 5 into 24. 120 minutes. 24 minutes is 1 gati. So constitute one Bhava Lagna. So divide the time of birth, gatis and vigatis from the sunrise by 5 and add the quotient etc to the sun longitude as the sunrise. This is called Bhava Lagna. So they given Bhava Lagna, Hora Lagna, and Gatika Lagna. These three Lagnas he given. So it's like Bhava Lagna, Hora, Gatika. These three. So generally, our sign Lagna sign will move at most 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes. So the Lagna will move from one sign to another sign within 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours approximately. So that is our Janma Lagna. What is our Janma Lagna? Whichever in Eastern horizon, whichever the Lagna, whichever the sign is rising, so at the time of our birth, that is represented by Janma Lagna. So Eastern horizon means where the earth and sky attach. So that is the point Eastern horizon. From our earth, if you see wherever the earth and sky are colliding, that is the point. At the time of your birth, whatever the sign is rising there, that is Janma Lagna. So Janma Lagna is the one point in which we can see our physical, mental qualities and attributes, circumstances, our birth, overall health, vitality. Those things we will calculate from the Janma Lagna. It is moving from 1.30 minutes to 2.5 hours, 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours. The Lagna moves from one sign to another sign. And next one is Hora. Hora means 1 hour, exact 1 hour. Hora. So it is finer grain, twice the rate of a regular Lagna. So it is half of regular Lagna. Hora means 1 hour. Hora Lagna is the another point of it. It's based on Hora. It is used to calculate assets, wealth, resources, his face, speech, those kind of things. He calculated through Hora Lagna. And also Ghati Lagna. So it is 24 minutes. Ghati means 24 minutes. So Lagna is 1.5 hour to 2.5 hour, and Hora is 1 hour, and Ghati is 24 minutes. For this also he calculated, and this is almost finer thing. It is fifth house, mainly represents as a fifth house, as a Hora Lagna mainly represents second house. Ghati is fifth house. It will calculate fame, popularity, his intelligence, his power, his knowledge, his mantra sadhana, so his santana. Those kind of things we'll see from the Ghati Lagna. So there are many Arudha Lagna. Arudha Lagna is how much tangible assets he will procure. So there are many Lagnas. So he given and the finer perspective is he refining everything. So as we can see into the depth, but we stand at the point of where we are calculating only Janma Lagna based on that 1.5 hour to 2.5 hour, whichever the sign is rising at the eastern horizon. So based on that only we stopped. But he went, he given full subject where we can dig so much things. Sir, you can continue, sir. I given a brief about all the Bhava Lagna, Hora, and Ghati.
Yeah, these are all special lagnas, and to ascertain some specific things, it's different from our regular usage of lagna. There is one more special lagna to calculate only death of you and your parents and siblings, spouse, rest of the people who are denoted in your chart. So these are all usage of in a special condition and a special time. Even that's why in the software also some of the most of the softwares is not included these things, calculation of this thing. Even today also, if anyone want to look into that, they need to calculate manually. So that's why most of the times we never heard these things even in outside books, wherever we are going through regarding astrology subjects. So we'll continue. These are all methods how to calculate Bhava Lagna from sunrise to every 120 minutes. That Bhava Lagna will change. So based on your timings, you need to calculate accordingly.
One of my father's guru, Brahmasri Jagatpati Garu, are mastered in Bhava Lagna. So Bhava Lagna is also consists of two methods. One is exact equal method, and one is another is an unequal method. That is called Chalit. We will call it as Chalit, Bhava Chalit. So he mastered in Bhava Lagna. So my father joined me to take the education from him on Bhava Lagna. So I went for 7 days. He explained me. Even 1 inch also did not enter to my mind. So I practiced Bhava Chalita Chakram. So I did not get results on my own chart. So somewhere I did not got that knowledge Bhava Chalita. He explained me very well. Brahmasri Jagatpati Garu is at most 90 years. At present, he is living in Bangalore. So if anybody want to know that Bhava Chalita, anybody want to experiment, he is the one known person in India, I can tell. Nobody know about this Bhava Lagna. So this Bhava Chalita, I learned how to draw the Bhava Chalita along with one of our Kaalagathi member, Geetanjali Garu. So we both learned from Jagatpati Garu, but she got excelled in that Bhava Chalita. She learned how to calculate, how to do calculations. She will, without any support, she can draw the Bhava Chalita, Bhava Lagna. And the prediction part, We both did not got even a single point also. Even I tried in my own chart to understand what is Bhava Charita, what is Bhava Lagna. I did not get any result. So this is my experience. So this is what I know. Okay. So if anybody know better further on this Bhava Lagna, Hora, Gatika, even I did not see in Hora and Gatika also. Nobody explaining about this Hora, Gatika. Okay. People know, but in practical implementation, I did not see any results from anyone. So only I know Jagatpati Garu, Brahmashri Jagatpati Garu. So he is the one, but he is 90 years. He is also very old person, and he is having the vast knowledge on Jyotisha and many things. So that is the actual position of us related to Parasara Maharshi, Jyotisha Sastra. Yes, sir. Anybody want to add? You can add.
Okay, seems no one is. Okay, next shloka. Tata sa ardha dvighatikavita arkodayadvija prayati lagnam tannama hora lagnam prachakshati. Ishtaghatyadikam dvignam panchauptam bhadikam chayat. Yojyamaudaike bhanau hora lagnam sputam hitat.
Hora Lagna. Again, from sunrise till the time of birth, Hora Lagna repeats itself every 2.5 gatis. So, one gati is 24 minutes, that is 60 minutes, exact 1 hour. Divide the time passed up to birth from the sunrise by 2.5 and add the quotient etc. In science, degrees and so on to the longitude of sun as at the sunrise. This will yield Hora Lagna in Rashi degrees. See, this is especially the evaluation of all the properties which are similar to second house. So Dhanasthan, similar to second house. It's not. I'm not telling Hora Lagna equal to second house. It is similar. We can grasp all the second house properties. So we can. It is evaluating Hora Lagna. So birth time is to divide by 2.5. It is calculation, sir. Calculation part we will skip. Gnaneshwar sir,
Yes.
this is calculation part. We will skip this calculation part. So,
Yeah.
Gati Lagna.
Next shloka. Khatayami ghati lagnam srunutvam dvijasattama suryodayat samarabhya janma kalavadikramat. Ekaika ghatika namat lagnam yadhyati bhadikam tadeva ghatika lagnam khatitam naradadibihi rashayastu ghitulyaha palarda pramitamshakaha yojyamaudaike bhanau ghati lagnam sputam hitat.
Gati Lagna, Gatika Lagna. Now listen to the method of working Gati Lagna. This Lagna changes along with every Gatika. So 24 minutes from the sunrise. Note the birth time in Gati and Vigatis. Consider the number of Gatis passed as a number of Rashis. Gatika Lagnas, the Vigatis be divided by 2 to arrive at the degree and minutes of the arc passed inside in the said Gatika Lagna. The product so arrived in Rashi's degrees and minutes be added to the sun longitude at the sunrise to get the exact position of location of Gatika Lagna. Okay. So these are all calculation they given, sir. We'll leave that to the readers. If anyone interested on Gatika Lagna, they can do this on calculations. Yeah, use of special assignments. You can read that Hindi lines, Sanskrit lines.
Yes, sir. क्रमादेशां च लग्नानां भावकोष्ठं पृथक् लिखेत् ये ग्रहा यत्र भे तत्र ते स्थाप्य राशि लग्नवत्.
Use of special ascendants. Keeping the planets at birth as it is, prepare various bhava charts with respect to each special ascendant and analyze as done for the natal ascendant. Note, this is very important clue given by the sage. We get the longitudes of 3 special ascendants, Bhava, Hora, Ghatika. Apart from the natal ascendant, the planets will remain in different bhavas according to the special ascendant being considered. Thus, we get 4 different bhava charts. If a planet remains in the same bhava in all the 4 bhava charts, it will specially reveal the bhava effects due to it. Otherwise, its effects are proportionately altered in respect of that bhava. So he is telling that prepare all the 3 special ascendants along with the natal ascendant, and based on that you calculate and decide the effects. For the natal ascendant calculation only, our brains are squeezing out. He is asking us, it's like not normal thing. The Benares edition, Chaukamba series, has the following special hints in this chapter respecting planets and bhavas. Thus, the planet on the cusp of the house will give full effects due to the bhava concerned. The one in bhava sandhi, end of the house, gives no result due to that bhava. This does not mean that the planet is wholly ineffective. It is suffice to say ineffective as far as the bhava concerned. If the planet is ahead of the bhava, sputa, of the various lagna, but within 15 degrees, it affects due to the bhava concern start diminishing. So based on all these calculations, we have one chart. Based on that chart, we can calculate bhava lagna. That is very easy method, simplified method. Bhava Chalita chart we can explore. I will send by asking Gitanjali madam, who is on the group in Telugu group. Gitanjali madam is there. She know how to calculate all these things. One day I will call her in her free time to explain Bhava Chalit, Bhava charts. That is also very important, but in practical implementation, I'm not able to get the results because even I did not. I'm not saying it is ineffective. I am ineffective. I am not able to understand that. We will skip these calculations. All that, sir. Come down, sir.
Yeah.
What is the next one?
Next is
Varnada Dasha.
yeah, Varnadhakya Dasham Bhanam Khatayamyadate Agrataha Yasya Vijnana Matrena Vadedayur Bhavam Phalam. Oja Lagna Prasutanam Meshader Ganayet Kramat Samalagna Prasutanam Meena Deravasas Savyataha मेष मीनादितो जन्म लग्नांतं गणयेत् सुधि तदैव होरा लग्नं गुणयित्वा ततः परम् ओजत्वेन समत्वेन सयातीये उभे यदि तर्हि संख्ये योजयीथ वैजात्ये तु वियोजयेत्. This is about Varnada Dasha.
Longevity calculation. Yeah. Varnada Dasha. I now detail Varnada Dasha just by knowing which one can deal with longevity of a native. If natal ascendant is an odd sign, count directly from the Aries to natal ascendant. If natal ascendant is even sign, count from Pisces to the natal ascendant in the reverse order. Similarly, if the Hora Lagna is the odd one, count from Aries to Hora Lagna in direct order. If the Hora Lagna is even, count from Pisces to Hora Lagna in reverse order. If both products are odd signs or even signs, then add both the figures. If one is odd and another is even, then know the difference between two products. If the latest product in this process is odd one, count so many signs from Aries in direct manner. If an even one, count so many signs from Pisces in reverse order. This sign, so known as Varnada for the ascendant. So Varnada is based on it ascertains one's health longevity and looks complexion, how is the face, what are the features. So it may ascertain one's family in same manner through the houses. So it also will tell how is the mother health, mother state of health. Those kind of this Jaimini Maharshi teaches teached this Varnada Dasha. He tried to calculate which are the strongest between Lagna and Hora Lagna. So based on that, he taken odd and even signs from Pisces and Aries. Thus he calculated and he concluded the longevity based on Varnada Dasha. Even I also not done any exercise on this. Sir, you can add, sir. Sir, Ganesh, sir. Okay. Now listen to the use of the above. Out of two, natal ascendant and Hora Lagna, whichever stronger from one of the starts. Okay. So whatever I explained, so it is to ascertain the longevity of the need. So health perspective. In the health perspective, it was to calculate. We will use Varnada Dasha. Even I did not know what is exact. If anybody know, you can give some enlightenment on this. Okay, I think 66 page.
Hello.
Sir.
Yes, where we are, sir. Just sorry for I got some urgent office call.
Okay.
Can't deny.
I explained Varnada in my view. If you want to add anything.
Yeah, that's what Varnada is. All these is mentioned. If you go to down, you can see that why Varnada is important. It's related to Shula Dasha. This is reading completed, sir. This one.
I just explained briefly, sir.
So this is mentioned. So Varnada is, if it is a seventh house, the Rudra planet, Shula Dasha is capable of giving results of wherever it is sitting. The Varnada Lagna is considered as a natal ascendant, while the seventh from Varnada will be denote the longevity of spouse. 11th house like elder brothers and sisters. Third is your younger siblings. Fifth is your progeny. Fourth is your mother. Ninth is your father, like that. So Dasha of Shula Dasha will be give them more related results. This Shula Dasha comes, this Varnada Lagna comes in a Jaimini system, mostly. But Parasara is given the clue about the basic things, how to calculate the introduction, the Charakarakas. Even Jaimini also taken from Parasara Maharshi only. the Karkas, the Lagnas. So he is elaborated more in his system, Gemini system. So that's why the Shula Dasha comes in Gemini systems only. So anyway, we are not going to use much. That one is again higher level of dealing with astrology. So we can skip some little bit in this regarding these special lagnas, as we are not dealing with them. If anybody interested, if anybody is having some knowledge to share this one, welcome. Meanwhile, I will also try to see my old notes if there is any, because my guru was given some information, but as I'm sitting in out of the country, my notes are all, everything is kept in India. So I couldn't get it right now. So when I have a chance, definitely I will share with you all people in our continuation sessions, whenever comes chance in the next.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is like the term, if I look at it, Varnada, it denotes something related to Varna. And Varna, earlier professions were decided on the basis of Varna.
Yeah.
So, could it be that it has some uses in determining one's profession also?
It's not related to profession. That's what I say. The Varnada is mentioned to get the Ayurbhava of the different persons in your chart.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I think
So yeah.
We'll stop with this Varnada. Last 15 minutes, we'll discuss about Shivaratri is there and Ukraine war is there. Okay, 15 minutes, we'll turn this topic. Come down, sir. Come down. It is completed or still continuing? Come down, sir.
Completed.
Okay, okay.
This is the last shloka. This is how to see the Varnada, Dasha, Varnada, Dasha, and Bhavas. And
yeah. So it's okay, sir. We'll close. Or you want to add something?
Yeah, regarding Varna, these Lagnas is okay. This much only. So definitely we'll share in the future. Once I get some more information, I will check with the other notes. But today we'll stop here about Lagnas, the special Lagnas. If anybody give any extra things, please welcome.
So any doubts? If anybody having any questions up to this, you are welcome. Or else tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I think, Mahashivaratri. So
yes.
Lord Shiva.
Today, Dwadashi,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, sir, it's same day, right? Hong Kong.
Yes, Hong Kong also is the same. Tomorrow evening starts because Trayodashi, end of the Trayodashi will start, right?
Yeah.
Chaturdashi entering time is actually started for Shivaratri special prayers. Yeah.
I think today nobody have any questions. I think lesson went straight away to their minds. So, Nagaraj sir, where is your voice? Nagaraj is not there.
Yeah, sir, good morning. Hey, today what happened? There was a lot of interruption in my net, so I couldn't follow it properly. That's why no questions from my side. Maybe I'll see the recording and come back next time.
Because
lot of
these lagnas also people using very, very, very rare and very less, because if they know about them, they will come up.
Yeah. I thought we missing you, Nagaraj sir. Your questions. Last time also I checked where is Nagaraj sir. No questions from.
Sir, last Sunday I was not in the station. This Sunday there is a lot of net disturbance.
Okay.
That's why again I re-logged in just now. After logging in at 10:30, there's a lot of disturbance. So I had to log out and then again restart and then log in.
Very good. So we have 9 planets, which is starting from Saturn, Jupiter, later Mars, Earth, Moon, Venus, Mercury, and Sun. After that, Sun. Final reach point is Sun. So our life also will begin from Saturn. Why begin from Saturn? Means with fear only we will start any work. So first we will, if a new work, if you want to start, so we will start with the fear. Fear is the factor which drives our life. So Saturn is the Karaka of fear. So he will drive our life. So by repeating the same work, even though we have having fear, by repeating the same work again and again, so we will reach some person who is well knowledgeable in that area. So he is Jupiter. So we know what is the work. We have some fear. So we will reach one knowledgeable person, that is Jupiter. So after reaching the Jupiter will show some direction. He is the experienced person. So he will show some direction. There we will get some courage, Mars. So we'll after going through the Saturn fear, we'll get some courage. So with the Mars, with the help of Mars, we'll try to conquer that work, whatever the difficulty tasks. Later that we'll love that work. So Moon will come into the picture. We'll show some interest. Okay, we are capable of doing that. So we'll love that. And after that, Mercury and Venus. So we'll after passing that trouble, we'll get the intelligence of Mercury. After getting intelligence, we'll get happiness. Okay, we got hold of that difficult task. We learned. So he's a learned scholar. The people will tell learned scholar. So we'll get happiness. So after getting that happiness, a person is well versed, experienced on the task. So then after getting happiness, then he will become confident. So he exerts confidence. So that confidence is Sun. So last part of the any work, if you start, last part is to attain confidence. So to attain that confidence, we'll repeat the same work again and again. So that's what our sages told, that repeat 108 times so that you will reach Surya Loka. So here the repetition is the key. So by repeating anything, we'll get confidence. So I think this is the 3rd time we are reading this Parasara Hora Sastra. So we'll read 100 times to get that confidence, to assert that confidence. So the Lord, the Supreme Lord, planet Sun, he is the morning, he is the creator, Brahma. And from the morning, the flowers will bloom by his rays, the creation. He will start creation like a Brahma. So in the middle of the day, from the morning to evening, he will sustain that energy. So after evening, he will take back that energy. He is Laya Karaka. So the Sun itself is Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. He is the three goddess resides in the Sun only. The Sun is the supreme. So the Sun, we don't fear about creation or sustaining. We fear about the end one, Laya, the death. All in this universe, all the creation, all the creatures are feared about death. So, but that creation was creation. In order to regenerate that creation, one should end that creation. So suppose summer will continue. So somebody want to end that summer in order to start the winter or rainy season. Okay, so the summer need to be ended in order to generate rainy season or winter season. Some person need to take care of ending anything. So he is the Laya Karaka. So he is the Lord Shiva. So by he is the one easiest God. He don't require any flowers, any ornaments, or any prasada, nothing. He don't want anything. He just want a single drop of water. So by pouring the water on the Sivalinga, he is very much happy. So he is very easy. Water is available, and he don't require any prasada, nothing. He don't require anything. He just need a ash, vibhuti. So he is a simple God. So he is denoting that everything one day will become ash. Anything will be destroyed. So keeping in that view, he is resembling like a 12th house. Our next topic in Telugu session is the 12th house. So he is the supreme God. So if you want liberation from this creation, so he is the ultimate God who can give you with the simple and easy technique. So pray to Lord Shiva to get that liberation. Easy way to go exit from this creation. He is the one blesser. Okay, you don't want to spend in hospitals, or you don't want to take insults of your kids, daughters in the final stage. So if you pray to this God, he will give simple liberation from this janma. So his festival is on Tuesday. So we need blessings. So everything is temporary. Whatever we achieve, name, fame, money, finance, assets, buildings. So whatever the thing, gold, everything is temporary. So liberation is ultimate. So we want to reach that adop of Shiva. So that this is like playing a temporary role in a cinema. So we will think in this role, we will think like a hero. See Mahesh Babu, Dukudu movie. He acted like a police. That is temporary role. So he is not a police. Like that, in this life movie, we are also playing. I am playing like astrologer. You are playing something else, doctor, engineer. But we are not exactly what we are showing to the society. That is different. So actual liberation, actual person, the persona inside is different. That is Atma. He is the ruler. Shiva is the ruler. He is the separator. So we need divine blessings of Shiva. Happy Shivaratri to all. I'm telling 2 days before itself because we'll meet again after 7 days. So I'm telling before 2 days. Sir, anybody want to add Shivaratri wishes? Shrikanta sir, Dhaneshwar sir, over to you.
Yes, sir. Shivaratri is one of the oldest festival as far as our India culture, because as for archaeologists also, the world oldest place is a Kashi. Even the temple is also oldest temple where it is Lord Shiva is started praying. It's a Shiva Tattvam. If you read Shiva Mahapuran or related to Shiva in Vedas, wherever it is, it's delineates about the universe. The Lord Shiva itself is a creation, destruction, and stating. Everything is Lord Shiva. So that's why the praying of Lord Shiva is itself meaning is praying of everything. Everything means all universe is nothing but is a universe. That's what the Shiva Mahapuran says. And praying to Lord Shiva is as per if you say in a current scenario, without any one penny expenditure, if you pray with your heart full to Lord Shiva, you will bless your intention, your dedication, how much you are dedicated to him is the most key point. So that's why the Shivalayas, if you see in our country, the number of everywhere, more temples are on Lord Shiva only, because it's easy for pray for him. No, even without no rituals, you can pray him. Rest of other systems, other gods, okay, God is always only one, but we are taking as a different form. So whatever it is, some other things are required, lot of procedures, but this is without procedure and easy method. With just intention, you can pray him, get the blessing of him. So that is, so everyone, one of us, we pray him and get the blessing of Lord Shiva on of coming Shivaratri. So we pray him. Yeah, please, people, come out from your any, if you want to add. Raghunath sir, Nagaraj sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning. It's a great privilege to having this kind of, book reading. It's my dream to complete Brihat Parasara Hora Sastra, but I couldn't make it due to some other consequences like time constraint and other things. But this is the first session which I have attended. So I felt very happy to have great explanation from Gnaneswar sir as well as our Guru sir. This is a kind of a great step towards gaining extraordinary knowledge from our search on great thing. And coming to the Shivaratri, it's my perception that is I would like to add some more points. See, everything we should take into our daily routine life. This is also Shivaratri coming to the Lingodbhava Kal. We usually call it midnight 12. See, in medically, there is a lot of changes usually happens at the time of midnight. That means 12. Actually, we know there is a gland called pineal gland, which releases the enzymes at midnight only. That too, time of 12. It takes 5 hours to convert as nectar. It drops only single drop through we usually call it in Telugu Kondanaluka. There is another tongue, very small tongue from there. Once the one drop coming to the throat, it usually sweet in the taste. The thyroid is the call it first gland of human body in science. It catches that nectar. So that is the time clock. See, age clock. That's why whoever got thyroid issues, their age may appear older or younger. So a lot of changes. So here what we need to take it as a Shivaratri. Every night of 12, that means 12 a.m., we should be awakened. That indicates by Shivaratri. That's why Lingodbhava Kala is midnight 12. Why? To do meditation. To improve the quality of pineal gland. To make it nectar pure and quantity-wise healthy. So that's why Shiva also having poison at his throat. It is symbolic thing. There is a problem. You should be take care of your thyroid part. This is the age clock, time clock for everything. That's why it shows in butterfly shape. Why butterfly? Butterfly always search for nectar. Honeybee, something. The same way it is representing, so that if you consider as a in medical this thing, Shiva is the Karakatva for, destroy. That means, as I said, God means generator, operator, destroyer. So destroyer here. That means if you take care of your everything, that's why who do continuously meditation, they look younger than their actual age. So I hope in medical and daily life also, we should implement a lot of things based on Shiva Purana as Gnaneshwar sir given the knowledge from Shiva Purana. Thanks a lot for giving this great opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You have shared new things, which is about the midnight, because everything is, our body is related to nature. So everything is comes from nature, and we give it to nature. So we should be in line with, always with nature, as per timings, weather, situations. So we need to follow. If you have a good health, if you want to have a good health, you need to follow some good habits. That's everyone is a target.
The sloka from Rudram also, Apathala Navasthala Bona Brahmanda Mavispurta Jyotis Partikalinga Moli Vilasat Punendu Vartamrutaihi. This is also representing the nectar from the moon. That's why we are pouring water on linga usually. The same thing representing the whole universe. If you consider as a Mahasivaling, the moon is the nectar, who is pouring nectar. That's why Shiva wear moon on his head. This is the thing actually usually. So this is my perception. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sir, anyone? Meenakshi madam, please add yourself.
Sir, just my wishes for the happy Shivratri, nothing more from my side.
Okay, that is also welcome. Thank you.
Happy Shivratri to everyone, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Shiva, see, to my understanding, Shiva is knowledge. Knowledge of Shiva is self. So self-knowledge, Atma Gnana. The purpose of every day is Shivaratri, they say, all the 365 days. I mean, we have to understand that we are Shiva. We all are Shiva, the timeless self, the shapeless Shiva, though it appears to be as a Lingakara, generally we call it as shapeless, Nirvikara, Nirguna, and Nirakara, Niranjana. So these type of attributes we say for the self, which is eternal. The purpose of Shivaratri, in whichever way you praise or you do some puja or whatever, the purpose of the Shivaratri is to realize that you are Shiva, you are eternal. If not your body, at least your soul is eternal. Soul is the source for everything. Soul or Shiva is the source for everything, for time, for space. Even in science we call space and time, no? For all relative truths, relativity. The base of all relativity, as per Einstein, is in the realm of relativeness, that is space and time. Unless we have space and time, we cannot speak about Jiva or Jagat. So such things will not come. Such thing will come only during time frame. But Shiva is timeless, Kaalatitaha. So either you go by scriptures or you go with the help of science, which is nothing but spirituality. I am sure that you will come to understand, I mean inner understanding, that you are nothing but the same Shiva. Narudro Rudra Marchayet. So unless you are Shiva, already you have no right to do Shiva Puja. But this is how they say. That means you are already Shiva. Unfortunately, you forgot that you are Shiva. And now you are again doing the Shiva Puja. And one day or the other, you will come to know with the guidance of a scripture or guru or your own sadhana, you will understand that you are the timeless Shiva. You are the source of everything. Even though your body, our bodies die, even though this whole Jagat Jayate, Gacchate, iti Jagat. So even this is also a relative truth which is appearing on the surface of the Shiva, the ocean of knowledge. We here knowledge in the sense not a direct meaning. We can call it as Jnana Atitaha. So in that kind of a ocean. So we will definitely understand either way, either with the help of science or with the help of scripture, that we are the very Shiva. Unfortunately, we forgot this. And the highest purpose of human life, even the Upanishad says, to realize this fact, that this is called, they are called it as a self-realization. Realization of the self, Shiva, realization of Shiva, the Shiva Tattva. Because anyway, body will die. And before you die, and the tiny I, that ego, what we call, or any other names, even that also will die. And before these two die, you will understand your eternal nature. And what else is the purpose of human life? In any other 84 lakhs of births, there is no much scope to realize this truth. Only in human form, having been, we have some other improved tools like intelligence and mind, and then body. All this karanas means tools. With all the tools, we use these tools in order to understand that eternal fact. Fortunately, we all are Shivas only. That is the highest truth to which we have to wake up, at least on the Shivaratri day. I mean, I think the purpose of rishis, why they have given such type of festivals, is again to invoke the real spirituality, and they want us to realize this deep spiritual facts, and for that they want some external mechanism. So they have created this temples and then some rituals and some practices. So whatever this is my opinion. So I wish everyone in this lifetime you realize that you are the Shiva. Om
Thank
Namah
you, sir,
Shivaya. Shivoham.
for your valuable inputs.
He
Sir,
is
advance,
Kalantaka. He is the destroyer of time. Kalantaka. Our group name is Kaalagathi, direction of time. We are traveling in the direction of him only, Kalantaka, Kaalagathi. So we kept that Kala is time. So he is the balancer. He is the destroyer of time. He when Markandeya, Lord Yama came to take over Markandeya. So he ferociously came out from Shivalinga and defeated Yama, who is that's why the name came Kalantaka. So this Mahashivratri is a great opportunity for us to pray with a lot of devotion. The time of a lot of people will wake up to whole night. They will do meditations, pujas. People in youth, they watch movies and spend time for Lingodbhava Kala, and they start Rudrabhisheka. So Namaka Chamaka, Namaha means you are the one. So Chamakam means I want. So first I am praising God, and in the Chamakam I am asking my boons. So read Namakam Chamakam Rudrabhishekam. Okay, sir, our time is running.
Yes, sir.
Anybody want to say something? Or else we will close.
Okay. Thank you all for joining. Hope we'll see you next week with the next session. Once again, thank you all. Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Shambho, Shambho Mahadeva.